I can tap a toddler like that. Boom. Stay on the floor. Sternocleidomastoid funnel. And she's like, shh. That's wasted energy. That's a detail you never knew you needed that's gonna save your arm triangle. It's one of my favorite techniques. Let's go. Pass the elbow. Whap. Brach. I'm Peter Mettler, your favorite martial arts expert. Follow me for more control over your body and mind. From mount, very easy. You just need to pass the elbow, whap, brach, and done for. Now let's see step by step and check for a couple details. First of all, it all stands and falls with passing the elbow. So I need to pass the elbow. There's many different setups, many different ways. Usually, maybe I try to go for an Americana. If I get the Americana, it's done. But yeah, she's gonna resist, and maybe I can use that switch direction to now pass the elbow. Boom, lock down. I bring my neck on her tricep. Boom, trapezius line. So I'm gonna rotate my head a bit away of her to be able to use my trapezius on her tricep. Now I'm gonna jam in my hand either Ippon Ken under the neck or many times elbow down, push, and now stick it in under the head. Palm down, hand pronated, lock, either shovel grip or S grip, whoop, control, keep it locked. Now we need to keep the elbow in because that would be her defense, right? To free her elbow, so I'm gonna stay tight. I'm even gonna use my head to push against her head to retain control. Now with this foot, exit, hook the hip. You see it, how I hook the hip? Good. Forehead on the floor, hands locked. Boom, bring my head down, and now my chest is sliding against the floor on her chest. My elbow is on the floor, and now I'm using barely any pressure, and it's ready enough. So this is arm triangle, right, as you all know. But now, the secret detail that's gonna transform your arm triangle completely and it's gonna save is you're probably squeezing wrong. The mistake that most people make is when they squeeze, they have a lot of latissimus activation. It's very strong, so it feels like activating it. And a lot of trapezius activation, so they're gonna squeeze like these. Huh? And what happens is, a lot of pressure from your shoulder goes up against Uke's chin, pushes from the bottom to the top, and a lot of pressure from the forehead because you're pulling. Forearm goes from the bottom against Uke's neck. So most people do the arm triangle as basically some very crude, primitive kind of neck lock. But what we're trying to do is I'm having a wedge here, right? It's like a triangle. And I'm pushing her neck into my elbow pit so that my bicep is exerting pressure on her sternocleidomastoideus, which is right above her carotid artery. So the entire pressure is sideways. I bring my head here, her arm is like this, and my head is pressing on her shoulder this way. And I'm creating a wedge here, a funnel, and she's like pushed in here. So the arm is here. My elbow needs to stay on the floor because if I lift it, I just pull my forearm in her neck. That's wasted energy. I can tap a toddler like that, but I cannot tap a trained jiu-jitsu fighter like that. No pressure against the neck and against the chin for the very same reason. So now my head pushes her head into my elbow, and already I feel like focus on my feeling of my bicep on her, like in English there's not really this distinction between the back and front of the neck. You just have throat and neck, but this part, Sternocleidomastoideus, the Hals it would be in German, I feel how my bicep is touching her sternocleidomastoideus, and I want to push here. And I use my chest, even I slide down and I use my chest to push this way. And then I can pull my arm in. So instead of latissimus and trapezius. No. This. So our elbow almost comes up, and it's the top part of your pectoralis, front part of your delt, bicep, like this. So passing the elbow, right? First task. Whoop. We manage this. We close. Now we're in, right? If we do not do any mistake, this will be it. She's already feeling pressure, right? That means in practice, when we are practicing the technique and we do not use any kind of resisting force, I'm tapping her only by assuming position. I'm not using any squeeze, not using any force, just assuming position. That means that all the strength that I have in my system can be used to overcome the resistance that then will occur in a more alive practice when there's resistance. Very important detail, like this. I'm gonna show you one more time. Right, activate, boom, pass, tuck, come in, close, down, forehead on the floor, elbows stay on the floor, just slide down. Oh, that was already it. Slide down, come in, whoop. Oh yeah. Super easy, super fun. Share it with your friends. Give me a feedback. Now have a wonderful day and go train.